Okay. Is it actually working now? It still says offline though. Still says offline. And the chat isn't working now. For some godforsaken reason. Okay, I know it's working. On my phone, it's working. Okay. Okay, it's working on my phone, so I'm just going to trust that. For some reason, it's just not working here on my PC, but it is streaming. So, okay. Code depression, voice of no return. Lali, I may have been too optimistic, however, Rihanna. The fact that the villagers are still nursing a grudge, it doesn't surprise me. Not that I haven't tried to make them think better of it, but why hasn't Anog come back and given them what for yet? It didn't like her to fret over what people think. Then there's Konog. I was worried he'd go chasing after her again, which is why I'm even more worried that he's been shut up in the tunnels this whole time. Chief! We need to clear the rubble so we can start digging again. But the others won't stop bickering about whose job it is. Not even when I threatened to boot them clear into the sea. I'll be right there. 2 boots are better than 1, as they say. Looks like I have other business to take care of. Not that I was having much luck here. Can check on Konog in my stead? But with Anog gone and the village treating him like he's got a blight, he could do with a reminder that not everyone has abandoned him. And who's to say, maybe one of your tales of adventure will cheer him up. But I've forgotten the names of everyone involved. Wow, that's... or scar him for life. I'm sure whatever you come up with will be fine. Probably. And let me know how he's doing, alright? Even if he doesn't want to talk to me, I want him to have the help he needs is all. Over there. Konog is radiating an uncommon amount of heat. The many layers insulating his head probably aren't helping. Yo, red hair! Wait, what? Stream Elements is only now saying that I'm live? Okay. That works. What? You collapsed what? You need rest. I feel like your head is full of fiery bees? That's a fever. No, I'm fine. Got to find Anog. Nope, you're not going anywhere. Anog wouldn't want you running after her in this state. As if I know much about her in the first place compared to him, but yeah. Anog, I'm... Okay. Kona collapsed. I need to do something about that fever. I think some of my wife's supply of remedy survived. I'll go and see. You keep an eye on Konok. Of course. Wicked White, where did he go? I know he wanted to search for Anog, but how did he even make it out of here? With power and hubris? Damn it all! Oh, let's go, quickly! Who's there? You. Oh, not... okay. We should ask around. Find out if anyone saw him go past. Is that A2? Did they find A2? Or A2 found them? Not that I expect they will be too inclined to help. Still, any lead is better than none at all. I'll speak with my miners. You talk to whoever else. No, I haven't seen Kono leaving the village. Why? Finally realized he's no good to us and left, did he? But without him or Anog, who's going to be held responsible for what happened? A collaborator here for one. With an outsider, I'm sure you thought you were helping, but... now we're doomed! Eh. What's up, Black? Now Konog's missing too? We're dropping words like ale from a wicked cask. Well, I hope we find them. The matter of culpability is still unsettled, and I'll never get the villagers to agree on what's what if the most guilty-looking party is up and vanish. A search for Konog, you say? That can't be easy. Those twins aren't really the sort to stand still. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. Not more than usual, at any rate. Certainly no fever-addled dwarves. Okay. Lally, I thought I'd never escape, ho! Who knew that questioning every miner in Comro could be so time-consuming? I hope you weren't waiting too long. Did you learn anything useful? Nope. Just that he wasn't there. Wish I could say I was surprised. My lot also had some difficulty focusing on the immediate issue, but one of them did see Konok. It sounds like he was wandering in the direction of the crater. Again, should search the area. Those are not my earrings. Hey. What's that big wheel? Some kind of machine? An enemy stronghold? Well, that doesn't sound good. Though I'm still more concerned about where Konog might have gone. A bad and familiar feeling about this. I should have mentioned where exactly I found him last time. You think he's inside? He's probably not alone. Here we go again. Oh. Widespread illness. Possessed by disease! Oh hell yeah. Possessed by disease, I love that one. Faltering prayer, don't breathe. Oh. But dude, possessed by disease? Now that's the good stuff. If you're ready to face whatever's in there, then let's get this over with. The longer we wait, the more I worry. What do you mean, let's? I'm coming with you. I'll leave the dangerous bits to you, but I can stand by and do nothing. Not anymore. I need to make sure he's safe. Please. Gladly. Let's go. So I just wanted to go through that with it as quote-unquote style. Glory to mankind. Sorry, I had to do that because I forgot to do that the last time. Okay, now I'm gonna exit to the mountains and go through the whole trek again. Sorry for lagging behind. I have to keep reminding myself not to get distracted. To tell the truth, I'm starting to understand the intrigue. You said that the place you found Konog before is through here? Again. Alright. How did you manage to get all the way over here? Konog! Like, the reason why I'm not working right now is because I have a massive fever. So like, at least as I speak, I can hide it. As I'm playing a game, I can just get distracted. Like, I wouldn't be able to just walk around like nothing. Hey, what's up, 2-player? Oh. The second players have all gone in together to get revenge for every time they got a broken controller. Beings of this world, watch closely. I'm gonna hop menacingly. Oh, I thought it was A2, but no, they encountered the anode instead. What? There's no time, destroy the sphere, quickly! Red eyes. Bad. We have to get out. Well, that looks familiar. What an interesting white tower you have there. Damn it, we're too late. What in the 7th house was that? I feel I'm owed several explanations. I know you're confused, but there's no time. We must destroy that sphere. 2P's plans are already in motion. This whole world will be consumed. We won't let that happen. We came to save this world, and now we have a debt to repay. You saved Inez after all. And there's still so much here we haven't seen, right, 2P? Focus on the mission. Right, leave it to us. I'll take everything we've got to stop. It'll take everything we've got to stop them. I believe we can succeed, but we'll need your help. Be ready. I feel weird if you weren't working around. Fine, I'll get my explanations from you yet. That's funny. Duly noted. And ignored. I'm sorry, Chief. Can you look after Konog? You're sorry? Yes, of course. I'll carry him back and make sure he rests. You look after yourself now, and tell me what all of this is about later. We make for the tower. The I don't know what has been unlocked. No? There it is. The tower at Paradigm's Breach. That's a cool name. $16 minutes, yeah, that's about what I expected. The sooner we can destroy that sphere, the better. We need to end this. I wish I had time for a few quick scans at least. Womp womp. Okay, so. Oh, right. Why do I have this bombfish? And I still have all of this here. And this with materia attached still for no reason. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't be the same size in these. Oh, I'm stupid. Let me go to Nipridania first. I should be saving them just in case I can exchange them for EXP here at the Grand Company. Oh, wind supplies at 96. Wow, okay. I thought it would be way earlier. And fire supplies at level 100. Oh, that is so late. What do I get from level 80 to 90 then? Is it just upgrades? No, nothing like this. No. No. Okay. Okay, that's... Oh, 86. Oh, this is where Rising Phoenix. Okay, I get an upgrade to Flint Strike. And an upgrade to Tornado Kick, not bad. Elixir Field stays the same until 92 though, that's interesting. So still Revolution stays the same, so it becomes an even worse. So messing up is even worse. Is that it though? Yeah, 92, 92, 92. Okay, these all 82. Okay, that's one. That's something. Okay. Monk doesn't get much at all, does it? It just stays... It starts simple and then it just stays simple forever. There's some stuff, sure, but like... In comparison to every other job, Monk is super simple. Pretty simplistic. I know in Shadowbringers and Endwalker it was more complex. Or at least I've heard people say it was more complex, but up until now, like, all these years, Monk slash Visualist, whatever, it has always been the most simplistic one, by far. Although I do remember the positionals being insane. That's probably where the complexity came from, but now there's only 2 positionals. Although I'm sure Evercold will change that, which is good, it will be for the better. Wait, what? 440? $460? Wait. Wait, oh my god, True Strike actually does more damage than Snap Punch. I've been doing it. Wait, no, I should be doing Twin Snakes, or rather True Strike, Twin Snakes, True Strike, whenever I use Perfect Balance then. Only just now noticed. It's more powerful. Although there's also the critical hit. From here. 380. Yeah, but it's the potency is nowhere near as high. But it does guarantee a critical hit, which is good when you have chakra. Like maybe it would be Boot Shine, Dragon Kick, Boot Shine, and you'll get 2 extra chakra here that you would then use for this, which is 310. But normally, without that, I think it would be better for True Strike, Twin Snake, True Strike. I've been using Snap Punch and then Demolish, thinking those were better, but actually no, it's this. Oh wow. I've been sleeping on that, on this one. Sorry, Raptor Form, I didn't know your game. Oh, wait, I forgot to check what I came here to check in the first place. Sometimes things show up here, other times they don't. But now that my crafters are getting a little higher, level, yeah, they're not showing up now. Only here for Weaver it showed up. Yeah, in that case, whatever. Oh wait. Don't I have Dimifrite Sand? Yeah, I have 43 of it. White Cerbera, I don't think I have any. And Kilfuga, definitely don't have. Okay. I mean, sure, I can go get some Dimifrite Sand. I'm not using it for anything. So, whatever. I think I bought it for some stuff while I was leveling crafters. But now it's just useless. actually instead of... That's cute. Why does this... Is it just me or is this one little thing here? One little black seems weirdly higher res? But it's not really higher resolution, it just seems like when you try to upscale something by just making it bigger but without actually trying to make it look good, it kind of looks like that. It's like they took the image of an aetherite and then just tried to upscale it in PowerPoint or something. And tried to make it look good, but it doesn't. It kind of reminds me of that. Wow. Okay, so the queue is going to pop in the middle of the cutscene. Juliana, I was just about to contact a Scion to ask after my sister. And here you are to provide a report in person. What news? To the first? One of the 13 reflections, you mean? I had thought my field of expertise a complicated one, but I struggle to comprehend the enormity of your tale. Still, Stola seems to be faring well enough, and for that I am grateful. Ah, yes, before I forget, I actually have a message to pass on to you. You recall Summoner Jashasamo, formerly of the Company of Heroes and current member of the Immortal Flame Summoner Squad? Yeah. He commands both an Ifrit and Titan Egi, and is likely one of the more seasoned. Well, I'm sure you remember. He's in Grisani on leave, as it happens. He asked me to direct you to the Caravan Canopy should you stop by for one of your unpredictable visits. I believe he wished to consult you on some private matter. It would be kind of you to lend him an ear if you have a moment or two to spare. Meh. And that actually reminds me of something. With Ishtola, I want to go check on Matoya. Real quick. Man, this rain is probably killing the bitrate so hard. Bum, 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 bum. Wet sweeping lava. I've heard about everything from science. To think that Stowe has crossed over to the first. Well, knowing that girl, she's taking it all in her stride. I'd like to see her. Tell her that I shall expect a visit as soon as she returns. Cute. Live to sleep. None shall bite the dust. None shall bite the dust. Is that a JoJo reference? No, it's a Queen reference. But is that a JoJo reference? Wow, look at you, you're looking cool. Bloody hell, I was just thinking about you, and there you are. Dimitra had a word on my behalf, I take it. Let's not stand on ceremony. I'll not miss words with you. I need some advice concerning summoners in Mortal Kombat. They'll tell me you have a special nature that what prevents primals from enthralling your mind. So what I want to know is, what's your thinking on being sent out to the front lines every time a beast tribe scrapes together a pile of crystals? I'm happy to be able to help. So you just see it as your rightful place? Folk need your help and you've been blessed with the means to help them? Well, that's one way to look at it. Me, I'm in it for the coin. Have been ever since I sold my spells with the Company of Heroes. Most of the soldiers I march with ain't much different. We're happy to put our lives on the line as long as there's a purse waiting for us at the end of the day. The pair which joined in on our last skirmish though, now there's a whole nother story. You've heard of our involved in Fordoa, aye? Yep. The last one of the Scion, same as you, no mystery there. As for the last, she's a bit more complicated. Former officer in the Imperial Army, captured by the Resistance and steps away from the news. Fighting for our amigo the conscript now, which is the only reason she's still breathing. If she's got that color that can explode. Barrymore and Sprouts, both of them, and they was deployed with the flames to assist with Down and Ifrit. From what I hear, they share your resistance to primal influence, and that's the only reason they had the dubious honor of standing in the thick of the flames. Let's go, are involved. Nice. Meanwhile, me and my fellow summoners was cowering in the shadows, sending out our Ejai to support these youngsters would have seen less than 40 summers between them. Can't say I cared much for the experience. It bothered me to think they was being made to fight a battle with weren't theirs just because of who they were. You think you could talk to them for me? Ask how they feel about the whole thing. You're about the only person I can turn to. Methinks. You'll find our involved in Ralgur's Reach, and you'll know where to find Fordoa. I'll tell him to meet you by the Aetheryte. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Juliana, I heard you had returned from Gashasamu. What can I do for our honored champion? Gashasamu said that. Aye, we joined them against Ifrit, but I thought him more annoyed by our presence and concerned for our well-being. Why don't I save you some time and include Fordo in this conversation? You can visit her in her cell over in the city. She doesn't have her collar on, that's interesting. I expected her to have it, even when behind a cell, but still. Fair morning to you, Fordoa. You again? Nasif brought company. What is it now? My thoughts on fighting primals? Is that what you came all the way here to ask me about? I fight because I like the idea that I can help others. The feeling that my presence is needed. Not hard to explain, considering how my own mother decided she didn't want me around. And then there was that nightmare at the Waking Sands. Ahab and Ollie gave their lives to save mine, and I strive to be the sort of man whose life was worth saving. How very honorable, but no such lofty ideals rule my actions. My own will doesn't come into it. Fighting was part of the deal when they conscripted me with the other convicts. I follow orders and I get to live. And if I died on the battlefield, no one would shed a tear. Don't say that, you think I'd be glad to see you killed? You'd be about the only person who wasn't. And what about you, hero? You're usually the first one they throw into the Dragon's Maw. Let's hear what battles you've been made to fight. I joined the struggles of a man seeking to save a companion. You're saying you were involved in the affairs of a man who had passed through the rift between worlds? Someone who's been wandering as a ghost for 100 years. I'm not sure if you're the realm's greatest champion, or the realm's greatest liar. I believe you, Juliana, and want to follow the path you walk. Even if I could never hope to carry the same burdens, I can at least work towards having a sturdier back. Speaking of burdens, you know a little something about that, don't you, Fordoa? You weren't fighting for yourself after all, but for your comrades. We are not so different, you and I. Don't pretend my gift is anything like yours. I wanted it. Sorry about that. Asked for it even. It got more burden than I bargained for. How many souls were sacrificed for that research? No, the power they gave me was tainted from the beginning. But if I can do some good with it, then maybe they didn't die for naught. Satisfied? Then leave me be. I've got training to do. There are less people in the queue now. Oh well. If you're waiting for the lad in silver armor, he should be out of there soon. She still snores like a chained dog. Amidst all that growling though, she gave us a glimpse of her true self. Enough that I'll know when to lend a shoulder, even if she wouldn't let me see her suffering. Now don't be getting the wrong idea. Same age, same homeland. I can't help but care a little about what happens to her. Anyway, I have my own training to think of. Give my regards to Summoner Jaja-Samo. Jaja-Samo. That was actually pretty neat. Why am I... What is this? That has happened before a few times. I've seen that happen before. It's always funny. Always happens when the internet or the connection isn't great though. And that's worrisome. You've been to see them too youngster then? Huh, so that's the way of it, eh? Well, I shouldn't be surprised considering the example they've been given to follow. And now that I know how they're approaching these fights, I can adjust my own tactics accordingly. One's passionate and the other's reckless, so they'll both need some watchful support. I'll do what I can to stand in for you, though I doubt I'll ever replace you. Aye, they'll call me the second best summoner in Eorzea. How's that for humble? Right, I think it's past time I was on my way. Give me best to image, Juliana, and thanks for humoring me request. Everything went well with the lieutenant, I trust? I won't pry into the details, but I am glad to see you looking so content. The master summoning is an arduous journey, yet I imagine the going is made far smoother with a mentor such as you. I am somewhat envious of your younger colleagues, and if I am to mirror their progress, I must not allow my own scholarly research to fall by the wayside. Good day to you, Juliana. Alright. Awesome. Next up, which one could we do? Dragoon sounds nice. Dragoon should be there if I'm not mistaken. Yep, over there. remember this weather condition. Oh, blizzard, not fog. I think it was like this when I arrived in Curtis for the first time, and I could only see the sprites far away, and I knew that they were safe, so I just slowly but surely, super scared. Oh man, that felt so good. That felt great. The same way I felt when I was going through Eureka, and I love that. Gone but not forgiven. Good. I need Hog, by the way, and also Alberic. Ah, Jurian, it has been too long since last we spoke. You're looking very bright. Your visits are far more frequent than those of another former student of mine, however. To seem he still prefers to keep his own company. The same could be said of Hustian, who has made quite a name for herself as a hunter in Dravania, according to Hornkai. Ah, what fortunate timing. Speak of the dragon and he shall appear. Greetings. Would I be correct in guessing you have returned fresh from one of your adventures? I laid to rest the dreaded Andrea in the land known as Northrend. To think that such a place could truly exist? And that you have fought such terrifying foes. To fall so far from grace. It is a tragic tale if ever I heard one. One similar to that of Nidhogg. Aye, though nothing will ever compare to his malice, even death could not quell his thirst for vengeance. At least Andrea was not nearly so consumed by hate. I doubt not that Randall Ray's soul is at peace. Peace. I wonder if Nidhogg ever found it. I fear his soul yet lingers, doomed to wander endlessly. There is too cruel a fate even for him. Is it? I share your sentiments, for as the Azure Dragoon I once gazed into his heart, he gazed into mine. Such rage, such sorrow. I will not accept this. That none should mark his passing is more than I can bear. What say you, Joriana? Perhaps we could honor who he once was, if not what he became. Actually, yeah, no, that's good. That's fine. Then we are in agreement. Heaven's Word leitmotif. Leitmotif. Da, 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 da. Dragon Song. Though I must admit that as part of Reisvalger's brood, I have little knowledge of Nidhogg. A deeper insight is needed if I am to properly pay my respects. Foundham is of his brood. If anyone would know, it is her. Let us make haste for Zenith. Watching as their walls fell apart. Foundham is come. Welcome, noble Dragoon. Ornkai has explained all. Pray tell, what was Nidhogg to you? A relentless adversary. And much more, for through his power you are forever joined. Two souls, entwined by fate. Though you have faced Nidhogg's wrath and sensed his pain, you cannot know him as we dragons once did. We would fain hear his tale. Nidhogg was without equal, even among our kind. Destined was he to guard this world from the catastrophe that befell the Dragon Star, in place of his sire, Omega. He valued strength above all else, and considered the affairs of mortals beneath his notice. Only the 7 great worms were worthy of his attention, and among them, none but the Ratatoskr truly understood him. Her song was beautiful indeed, and she graced both dragon and man with her wisdom. She was invited by Thordan, king of men, to speak on our behalf. Ratatoskr expressed our desire to live in harmony. However, it was known that Nidhogg did not share these views. When the king asked her how her brother saw mankind, she did not hide the truth. He believed that such frail creatures were incapable of protecting the star, that the task must be entrusted to the 7 great worms alone. And that is why Thordan slew her? Ratatoskr had no intention of sowing discord, but the king could not countenance that his kind would be treated with such contempt, that we dragons would seek to claim the star as our own. He turned on Ratatoskr, taking not only her eyes but her life. When Nidhogg discovered that King Thordan had murdered his beloved, his fury was beyond reckoning. For all his strength, he could not master his own rage. It utterly consumed him. Dragons, men, we are all the same, slaves to our emotions, subservient to our hearts. Yet there are those who will seek another path, as I once did. I turned my back on my father and his quest for vengeance. Valiant Dragoon, by your strength was the Dragon Sun war ended, and by your compassion was a new alliance forged. That it is. Jorian and I are living proof that we can live side by side. We shall speak the message of peace to man and dragon alike, and when we are gone, our descendants will do the same. My death will come way sooner. Tell them of Nidhogg, his strength, his weakness, his love, his hate. Tell them the truth. Orkai, you wish to commemorate Nidhogg's passing, yes? As my father once enjoyed the fragrance of mist lilies, perhaps they would make a suitable offering. What a splendid idea! Thank you, foul man. I have often seen such flowers blooming in Oltan. Follow me. Bye. Infamous. Oh, you are infamous, alright. I know this fate intimately. From dusk till dawn. Oh wait, why am I being careful? I'm trying to be careful to not be attacked by these enemies, but yeah, I don't need to be careful, I'm level 80. Wow. So there were mist lilies here after all, and it would appear my memory served me correctly. A pity that the same cannot be said of my eyes. It is of no matter. There is one thing that concerns me, however. In your funerary rites, the offering of flowers and such occurs at a grave or place of significance, I believe. But where should we choose for Nidhogg? Girabania. Yes, that could be considered his final resting place. That was where you fought the primal born of his eyes. Oh, sure, okay. Although I must say, Juliana, you seem rather adept at putting down dragons, and primals that resemble dragons. It makes me glad that we are not enemies. To matters at hand, then, I shall go on ahead and meet you in Girabania. Dragons and Mughals. Are prized by dragons and Mughals alike. Interesting. Mughals like those, eh? Why here? Oh. So we're going to the Royal Menagerie. Okay, yeah, makes sense. If to have found you at last. I had come rather lost, you see. Perhaps we had best hurry on to the Royal Menagerie before I lose my way again. Nidhogg, we are come to honor your memory. Though now that we are here, I am at a loss for words. Juliana, is there anything you wish to say? Oh, Dragon Song. Your legacy will live on in the songs of your people. Oh, hi. From distant star a father bore 7 eggs. Great worms rose forth, powerful and wise. On blackened wings, one soared on high, with a roar that set the world a tremble. Guarding their home in the father's stead, he was fearsome and just. Isn't this the same music that plays during the Heaven's Word cinematic? Oh, hi. Oh. Man, wicked and vain, betrayed the word of his king, slaying his beloved and plucking out his eyes. Thenceforth, he lives only for vengeance, his wrath irrepressible. 1,000 years hence, 2 champions of mankind were granted great strength by the stolen eyes. Destined were they to face the world, who had reason once more to wage war on his sworn enemy. At the end of their struggle, the wayward son fell silent. His guardians and their comrades continued to watch over the star, their heroic deeds recounted by minstrels and storytellers, far and wide. Even the ancient foe from which the father of dragons once fled could understand their might. That's cool. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Juliana, I am not blind to the sins Nidhogg committed. I mourn the loss of what he once was. What he may have become had he been dealt a kinder fate. Although this was but a small gesture, I am sure that our thoughts have reached him. I have much to ponder on the return journey, and expect that Alberic will wish to hear what we have learned from Founding. Perhaps we could visit him in Curtis? Damn. That was good. Of course, the flowers aren't there anymore. That would be insane. Now you may be wondering, why did the Alamegans make those launch pads that are perfectly arena-sized? Well, some people would say it's for the chocobos, the purple chocobos that they had, and that they could fly. But I'll say that was just for game design. Game design is my passion. I love the music in this game so much, it is so good, oh my god. Wow. 46 minutes. Wow. Kinda what was expected, to be fair, but still. Were you able to pay your respects? I see. This is the first time I have heard such a detailed account of King Thornton's acts. A betrayal in the moment, but a betrayal nonetheless. A pity he is far beyond the reach of justice. Though it may be hard to come to terms with the crimes of our forebears, we must accept the past for what it is. Of course, I shall be sharing this information with the rest of the Temple Knights. No doubt they will be keen to speak with other members of Nidhogg's brood to verify this version of events. In the meantime, there is still much to be done in building relations between man and dragon. We will aim to follow the example set by you and Orkai, and work together for the good of all. May the Fury guide you both. Dragoon English 4. Nice, very, very nice indeed. Okay, next. Which one should I do next? Ninja? Yeah, let's do Ninja. Okay, Ninja is probably here. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. This works. Yeah, I forgot I already put the gear that Ninja had before for GC seals and also for experience for blacksmith or weaver or whatever, some crafter. I forgot. I completely forgot about it. It's fine, these don't involve battles anyway. Hey, look at this. Woo! There you are. Boro's big idea? You thought you evaded me for good, did you? We'll see who has the last laugh, hahaha. Juliana, by the Kami, you don't sneak up on me like that. That is, of course, I felt your presence. Yes, I was simply deep in thought, that is all. But I dare say for good reason, for you see, I have finally tracked down that elusive bird, and I'm ready to seize him by the wings and take back what is mine. I speak, of course, of that blasted Karasu. Ever since he escaped with half of the Forbidden Scroll, I have not let up to search for a moment. Today, at long last, I have found him. True, this is reason to rejoice, will you not agree? And yet, the act of stealing the scroll back will not prove so simple. which is why your arrival is truly a gift from the heavens. You will aid me in the task, will you not? It will be just like old times. Once again, I owe you my gratitude. Now, let us get down to brass tacks, as Jack would say. My shinobi have ascertained that Karasu has once again returned to Eorzean shores to ply his trade, such as it is, in the shadows of the black markets. Furthermore, they say he has taken up residence in secret at a secluded grove in Lanosha, known as the Hermit's Hovel. Oh my god, that place has... that place is being used for something, finally. You know the place, yes? Let us meet up there, and I will share with you the ingenious details of my plan. I will go ahead on my own. Do not want to attract attention, after all. Thank you for coming, Juliana. Now, without further ado, let me explain precisely how I intend to recover the scroll from Karasu's clutches. Karasu. Karas. My colleagues and I have been observing the man closely for a fortnight or so. Though one would assume otherwise, he is actually a man of remarkably consistent routine. He carries the scroll in a case that never leaves his side. Save, that is, for when he goes for his daily bath, at precisely the same hour each day. I had in mind to lift the scroll from his possessions while he was otherwise occupied, much as we did with Zakuro that one time in Kugane, but would you believe it? Almost as if by magic, no sooner has he entered the baths than he is out again, scroll at his side and fully dressed in that garish garb of his. This is where you come in. Worry not, this will not involve any high wire walking or elaborate disguises. I simply intend to invite a man to share a drink, and thereby delay his departure. In the meantime, you are to sneak into the bathhouse and steal away with the scroll. Ingeniously plotted, will you not say? And it only lull Karasu into a false sense of security with my impeccable acting skills, and the scroll is as good as ours. What could go wrong? So let us put the plan in action. Let us make for the hovel, separately, of course. Find yourself suitable cover, and wait for me to lure the crow away. We shall meet again here once you have safely recovered the scroll. Fare thee well. As you can see, I have everything entirely under control. Find yourself cover, or else you should be arriving any moment. Waiting. Oh. Wait. And change clothes or nothing, right? Oh, but what's this? Our hero arrives for a relaxing soak in his favorite spring, only to be stared down by his self-styled rival and realm-renowned awful Boro the Dim. Have you not yet had your fill of being outwitted and embarrassed by your betters? Spare me the bombast and bluster, Karasu. I stand before you today with an offer of peace. We are countrymen, and there was once a time when we called each other friend. Has our conflict not persisted long enough? So let us lay down our weapons for a day. Let us soak in these soothing waters, reminisce about times gone by, and see if we cannot put our petty differences behind us. Why, I've even brought a bottle of Hingan rice wine for the occasion. I forgot about this pose. Astonishing, incredible, has a dim one lost his wits? Does he believe that a few flowery words are enough to pull the wool over the crow's keen eyes while he steals away with a scroll? The audience gasps at the sheer audacity. Believe me or do not, the choice is yours. But this I swear, I have no interest in seeing the two halves of that accursed scroll united. On the contrary, with one half safely sealed away in our village and the other in the hands of the realm's most elusive ninja, the forbidden mudra will never be wielded again, and I will not have it any other way. Furthermore, I have recently found enlightenment of a sort. At long last I have realized that your skill in jutsu far exceeds my own. Even had I once desired to steal the scroll back from you, I am now painfully aware that doing so is entirely beyond my abilities. Oh, well, color me surprised. The boy's actually grown half a brain since last we met. But aren't you being a bit naive, Oboro? After all, what's to stop me from simply returning to our village, effortlessly incapacitating our elders, and seizing the other half of the scroll for myself? I know you too well, Karasu. It is not power that you crave, but freedom. We have worked too long, too hard to cast off the shackles of our village to risk losing it all over a single scroll. The audience gasps! Why, I do believe that's the single most intelligent utterance that's ever escaped the demon's lips. Very well then, I'm feeling generous today, so I do believe I'll entertain your offers. Though for your sake, I do hope that the rice wine you've brought is a good vintage. I simply can't abide poor taste in beverages, you see? Okay, now what happens if I, Don't worry about that, my friend. But of course, the elders must never know of this. Wow, he's already drunk. Found a scroll. It's entitled Mastering Doman Mahjong, a primer for apprentices. This doesn't appear to be the item you were looking for. I hope I don't find it immediately. You found a scroll. It's entitled Big Ears and Bushy Tails on the Breathing and Rearing of Rabbits. Okay. It's entitled Oboro's Dullest and Most Dim-Witted Moments as chronicled by Karasu Redbeak. Damn. That's savage. The Wandering Minstrel's greatest mysteries revealed. The workshop appears to be quite sturdy. Perhaps you could use it as a foothold to reach the room above. Oh, I mean... yeah, I've done that before. Wait, what? Okay, I've done it in other ways. There we go. Weird, they tell you to go jump from there, but it doesn't work. More than usual. I very like you, Oboro. That's funny. Ah, you returned, my friend. And the scroll safely in your grasp, no doubt. Let me examine it, that I might ascertain its authenticity. Yes, yes, there can be no doubting it. It's indeed the forbidden mother I sought. After all these years, finally have I outwitted the accursed crow. And yet we must be wary. No doubt Carasso has already realized that something is amiss. Let's reconvene at the storehouse before he can pick up our trail. Yeah, let's walk slowly over there. And it has officially been an hour since I've been waiting for the queue. Wow. Okay. Welcome back, Joriana. Do forgive me if I am a bit giddy. I still cannot quite believe that I outwitted Garasu for once. My plans have a habit of firing back, as they say. Why, I should have seen him. So convincing was my act that by the time we were through, he was stumbling and slurring his words so much that you'd think he downed a whole bathtub's worth of rice wine. No, that's not what it looked like at all. God's piss, lad, shut your gob. Every goblin and more for mounds can hear you blabbing. Hi, Jack. Ah, Captain Jack. A pleasure as always. Do forgive me my outbursts. I was merely celebrating with our mutual friend here, my most remarkable triumph over the accursed Carasso. Hello there, Joriana. Always a pleasure to see a dimber-damber like yourself back in town. I trust your stabbers haven't dulled none since last we met. Anyway, between this reunion and Oboro's hard-won victory, I reckon we've got cause to celebrate. We'll say we drag our new dew beaters back to town and yaffle ourselves a bite at the Bismarck. It's him. It's Carasso. A splendid idea, my friend. Why, I would enjoy nothing more than to share this joyous moment with my boon companions. To the Bismarck, then, and the first round is on me. That's the spirit. I'll send ahead for Underfoot and Astray. The more the better, after all. It's been too long since we had a right little rogue family reunion. It's Carasso. An upstanding fellow as ever, that Captain Jack. But it is somewhat bittersweet, is it not? Now that my long-standing pursuit of Carasso has come to a close, I find myself in search of a new mission. A new purpose in my life, such as it were. I have no intention of returning to the cramped confines of my village, and yet I am uncertain where my abilities might best avail the people of this realm. Pray tell, what sort of adventures have you been occupying yourself with of late? I did battle with a great hunter. What's this, you say? There exist worlds out there other than our own? If you are having a jest at the world's expense, old friend, let it be known I do not find it amusing. But no, I can tell that you say this in earnest. Consider me intrigued, though forgive me if I am not in a hurry to seek out a means to travel there. No, I will bide my time here in Eorzean and carefully ponder my future. At any rate, we must keep Jack and the others waiting, yes? I will make for the Bismarck as soon as I have attended to my affairs here. Why don't you travel on ahead? And it's Carasso who is disguising himself as Jack, because why the hell would Jack be here? Seriously, like, come on, why would Jack be there? Kokorama. My eternal reminder that I should go back to Skyrama a little bit. Skyrama was a cool game, albeit, yeah, very predatory and slow after you get to level 20, so maybe not. And just like that, the scroll was mine again. And so I say, who is the DM1 now, damn crow? Ha ha ha. Right. Aye, you've told that they'll fry over already. Is the mutton here yet? I'm right pending, I say. And I will tell it over and again, my good captain. After all, it is no small feat to triumph over Karasu. Quite possibly the most supremely skilled shinobi our village, nay, our world has ever known. You can say that again. Wait, you already have. My friends, be on your guard! That Oboro is a fake! Yeah, he's even doing that pose. Are we serious? Is it really not Jack? Then why was Jack there at the shed? Makes no sense. Wait, what in the... There's two of them! What nonsense is this? The sheer gall of this man. Clearly, if anyone here is a fake, it is a madman standing in the middle of this fine establishment, stripped down to nothing but his undergarments. I don't know, Jack. They both look right convincing to me. What? Which is a true Oboro? Oh, the one I choose is Karasu, right? It's just going to change depending on who I pick. The one in his underclothes. I'm just gonna go with that, but... This feels like a Hildebrand thing. That's fun. It's really cool. Aye, Jack's glazes say the same. Only real Oboro would be daft enough to stumble into this place stripped down to his skivvies. Oh, fine then. I'd have this drabble disguise anyhow. Okay. Never mind then. Karasu, does your villainy know no bounds? Villainy? You wound me, Oboro. Why, after I learned the art of illusion from that overstuffed lord what's-his-name, I simply thought I would put it to use and have a little fun. We did have fun, didn't we? I must say, Oboro, your friends are far more entertained than you are. I dare say you could learn a thing or two from them. But well, I suppose all good things must come to an end. We'll meet again. Farewell. Off like a crow in the night. Or a bat. Don't be too hard on yourself, boy. You had us all rooked. Anyhow, now that all's Bob, I reckon it's about time we took our new beaters to the sisters. Come along too, Oboro. I'll get you something to cover yourself up a bit. That looked like something straight out of Hildebrand. That was so good. Captain Jack was kind enough to lend me some guard from his personal wardrobe. They are rather, how might I describe it? Gold sorcery. Sophisticated, stylish, dashing and delightful. I tell you or didn't I tell you? Oh, Jack's got you looking better than ever before. Every rum ducks in Limsa won't be able to take your glazes off you. Nor can I. And not in a good way. In any event, I owe you all, especially you, Joriana, an apology for this most unfortunate turn of events. I had thought my plan flawless, but unfortunately I had neglected to account for one thing. The possibility that Karasu's tolerance for Hingan rice wine might be considerably higher than my own. I cannot say for sure precisely what happened. All I know is that one moment we were engaged in a most delightful conversation, and the next I was lying on a cot in a hovel with nothing but my undergarments on me. Suspecting that something was amiss, I dashed back to the dock storehouse as quick as my legs could carry me, only to find neither you nor Karasu were present. And my personal wardrobe completely empty to boot. Huh, a dimber-damber as always, that one. Getting you some new duds was one thing, but clawing that scroll back from Karasu is going to be a whole nother matter. Damn it all, but mark my words, that scoundrel will not get away with his villainy this time. No, I must return to the storehouse at once and draw up a plan to retrieve what is rightfully mine. But this will never actually have a conclusion, will it? Oh well. This is a conclusion in a way. For all the lad's wing and damn if he didn't actually seem pleased with this turn of events. Well, Julian, reckon you've got adventures you'd best be getting back to, eh? Just promise me you'll drop in on a borough and lend him your daddles from time to time. He's a good lad, but he's got a habit of tripping over his own 2 deal beaters, if you wheedle me. Now you've got me sounding like the boy's father. Anyhow, don't be a stranger here at the sisters either. Gods only know we can always use a dimmer dammer like yourself. Against the ninja. Okay. Next. Reaper and Viper don't have one. Dancer probably has one. Oh yeah. There. Rising to the occasion. Well, if it isn't Joriana. What a delightful surprise. And just look at that posture and poise. I can see you've not neglected your training one bit since we last parted. As for us, Troop Falcium continues to tour Eorzea, bringing hope to the dejected and downtrodden. Whenever and wherever the Totentans threatened to rear its ugly head, we were there to cast out the shadows. With tales of our performances spreading across the realm, we've had no small number of aspiring dancers knocking at our door. Training them was consuming nearly all my waking hours, but recently Renard has stepped in to help shoulder the burden. Truly, I'd be lost without her. And what of you, Joriana? Have you had any noteworthy performances since last we met? A journey in search of a legendary hero. And I thought our voyage to distant shores a long one. I see you've had yourself quite an adventure. Though I confess, the full import of your tale is quite beyond my comprehension. Still, this bounty hunter you befriended put you in quite a predicament, didn't he? It reminds me of another troublemaker I used to know. Me, a troublemaker? I may have been immature, but I only had my friend's best interests at heart. Is that right, Joriana? And besides, it sounds like even this bounty hunter came around in the end. Indeed. There is a certain something about you, Joriana. Something that brings out the best in those whose lives you touch. And Rana here is a prime example. The hot-headed girl I once knew has come into her own as a dancer, a woman, and a leader of her peers. Perhaps it is finally time that... Yes, I am sure of it. Joriana, Rana, there is a dilemma that has been weighing heavily on me of late, but I do believe I finally found an answer. Pray accompany me out of the city to Anosha. I will discuss matters further with you away from the crowds. Oh, summer fort. Okay. Is that a shark? Cool. King Shark. King Shark. King. Wait, no. Baby. I'm going on my Ferrari. 2 meters per second. Juliana, Rana, forgive me for not sharing the news with you two sooner. As fortune would have it, Troop Falsium has been invited to perform at the Muchisoka in Kogane, and our patrons are willing to pay a premium for our services. The Muchisoka? You mean that I could dance on the same stage that has hosted some of the most renowned artists in all the Far East? Someone pinch me, when do we leave? As soon as we are able, and therein lies my dilemma. The threat of the Totentowns still looms over Eorzea, and I have a duty to train the next generation of dancers to carry on Troop Falsium's mission. I cannot very well abandon these shores while my life's work remains undone, and so I turn to you. Rana Amigo, have blossomed into a fine dancer and a capable leader. I would have you assume my role as principal and oversee Troop Falsium's tour to Kogane. Mistress Nashmeira, what are you saying? It is the only practical solution. You would travel to Kogane to share our art with our friends in the Far East. I could remain here to train our new recruits and deliver the people of Eorzea from the throes of the Totentowns. But I'm not ready for this. There's still so much I must learn. You told me as much just months ago. I have seen you come far since then. No one is born a leader, and doubtless it will be a struggle at first, but you are every bit as prepared for this role as I was the day I inherited it. I will not make this offer if I do not believe this with all my heart. And yet, I cannot, and will not, force the position upon you. But at the very least, pray think upon it for a while. Me, leader and principal of Troop Falsium? I do believe Mistress Nashmeira has lost her wits. Why, I still remember the days I would trip over my own 2 feet every time I took the stage. And yet she seems intent on remaining here in Eorzea. If I refuse, the curtains will fall on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to showcase our art on the Far East's biggest stage. And yet, were I to go and fail spectacularly... I swear, my mind is going circles. Whatever should I do, Jurian? It's not like me to brood and fret like this. And stop brooding. You are a dancer, are you not? What are you saying? That if I cannot find the answer I seek in still thought, perhaps I might find it in motion? That's what you said. I just said you're a dancer. You may very well be right. Dance with me, Joriana. Show me through your emotions all you have learned in your travels, and help me to clear the doubts of doubt from my mind. Okay. So like, a stunning view, no sign of onlookers for months. Yes, this place should serve nicely for our private performance. We dance today not for admiring crowds. Our only audience is each other. So face me, Joriana. I will look upon your movements in all their glory, only to inspire me to greater heights. It's daytime now. Whoa, the lighting and everything here is great. Thank you, Julian. That was simply exhilarating. That was actually really cool. All these quests so far, though, like the final job quests, they've been really good. From the first step, I couldn't take my eyes off you. Before I knew it, I had forgotten myself, my worries carried off by the wind. You're watching me, yes? What did you think? I truly come far, as Mistress Nashmere says? You will go further. Huh, so you're saying there's still room for improvement, eh? Well, consider the challenge accepted. That is not what I said, that is to cheer you up. that you're awesome already and you will still go even further. Okay, whatever. Well, consider the challenge accepted. I'll train harder than ever, and next time we meet, you'll see what I'm truly capable of. In any event, this I know more than ever. Dancing is my life, my calling. I must continue to perfect my craft, that I might inspire and bring hope to others, just as Mistress Nashmere and you have inspired me. The answer is clear to me now. I may not be the leader that she was, but I will be the leader I know I can be. Thank you for everything, Joriana. I must return to Limstead to relay the news to Mistress Nashmera. You'll join me there, won't you? Oh, there? Okay. Cool, whatever. Rana here comes dashing into town half out of breath. I can only assume what this means. The girl has found her answer, has she not? You bet I have. I may not be ready to fill your toe shoes completely, but damned if I'm not going to try. Leave the tour to Kugane to me. I'm proud of you, Rana. Now go and tell the others that you must begin preparations at once. I will be along with Joriana shortly. While I am beyond pleased with the results, I must admit I did not expect the girl to reach a decision so quickly. Whatever did you do to bring about her change of heart? We danced together. So it was not with words, but through your actions that you spoke to the girl. Indeed, it is as I thought. Your very presence is a mirror that helps those around you discover their true selves. In any event, Rana owes much to you, my friend, as do I. Troop Falcium is stronger for you having joined us. Come now, let us return to the others. I cannot say I was prepared for this, and yet if this is how Mistress Nashmere would have it, it is far from my place to oppose. Besides, nothing in this world can last forever. With the end of one era comes the beginning of the next, and all of us here welcome Mistress Rana's reign. We will do all in our power to see that Troop Falcium continues to flourish under her stewardship. Not. Quilu, my friends, you are too kind. Let us not forget that we are all in this together. If we move forward as one, there is no limit to the heights we may reach. And with that, we must prepare to set sail without delay. In Kugane, too, there are those whose spirits stag, and we must bring them hope as only Troop Falcium can. I too should be getting on. The Totentans threatens to return in hidden corners of the realm, and I must train the next generation of dancers to continue our fight. And you have your own adventures to return to, don't you, Juliana? But don't be sad. Mistress Nashmera, you and I, even if we go our separate ways, we will always be united by our passion for dance. Our paths will cross again, I'm certain. And on that day, you will be simply astonished at the dancer I've become. Mark my words. Oh. And so to you, my rival, my friend, oh Xenos, I say not farewell, but rather keep dancing. And we might once again take the same stage. Oh my god, Xenos as a dancer. Imagine that. That's actually kind of awesome. I'd love to see that. Xenos as a dancer. Who wouldn't want to see that? No friends of mine, too. Okay, next. There aren't many left actually. There's Machinist, Warrior, Dark Knight. Oh no, there's still a few. Okay, so Machinist, Warrior, Dark Knight, Scholar, and Astrologian, and that will be it. Oh wait, yeah, there's Monk too, I forgot. There should be a Vista here. Come on. It's totally a place for the Vista. Oh hey, Delta, cool. Okay, I'm hoping with the daily reset that the queue will pop, so I'm not going to do any other job quests for now, but I will check what they have. I will check their images, so to speak. What? Oh, right, yeah. Because I desynthesized. Oh, because I put them here, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oops. I completely forgot. Big oopsie. Okay. Ooh, pretty. Symmetry. A mix of amethyst and citrine? How do you get an ametrine by mixing an amethyst and an orange? Or a lemon? That's a real question. Horus kissed whetstone. What? That's new to me. Oh hey, mortar, really? Wow, fine sand. Incredible. You really made mortar have so many uses. Wow, okay. Our closure. Nice. And I just realized that. Oh wait, but the crafters and gatherers don't get a final quest. Oh, that's such a shame. I just realized that. Aw. Oh well. Love, astrologically. What is... Oh my god. Okay. And I suppose that Scholar is probably here, right? In Camp Brownsley? No? Oh, maybe Limsa. Yeah, there we go. Now that the daily reset is upon us, it's actually filling up. knew it. There it is. True beauty. Nice. The best healer job quest. And then there's Monk, which is an old eye where they found it before. Here with Eric, the war guy. Now that I've gone through Shadowbringers, Monk's Legacy. Oh, but I can talk to him about the other stuff? Oh man, but now that I've gone through Shadowbringers, I was really curious if there was more. There was other... lore. I thought you'd never ask. I have lost weight, 1/42 of an ohm around the waist, to be precise. Yeah, she already said this before. Okay. Almost 100 minutes. It should be popping soon-ish, now that the daily reset has happened. Actually, let's start this quest. Oh, but before that... I got an aquamarine bracelet? What? Sure? The aquamarine thing must have been a rare one. Pretty cool. Wait a second. Oh wait, no, I have been to the Enclave already. The middle of nowhere. Oh, Joriana, have you seen Rin? She's been looking for you. Wait here, I'll go and get her. Why can I not get that salute? There you are. The truth is, I need your help. Now, hold on, I haven't even told you what it is yet. I just agreed immediately. After you defeated them at Selk, I sensed a strange concentration of light somewhere far to the south. In the empty, the lands that were once swallowed by the flood. I can't tell what it is, but we have to find out. For all we know, it might even be another Light Warden. But whatever it may be, I don't intend to stand by and watch. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Tancred, Urian-J and I have a few theories that we plan to test once we find whatever's causing this. Also, Urian-J is with you. Okay then. The three of us were reluctant to ask for your help, considering everything that you've been through. The thing is, you're the only person who can defeat a Light Warden without becoming one yourself, so we have no choice. While we don't want to jump to conclusions, it would be a good idea to have you there, just in case. So, will you come with us? So let sleeping dogs lie. I won't have it any other way. Thank you, Joriana. This means a lot. First of all, let's head to the Derrick in Amarang. Tancred and Urian-J should have everything ready by now. There she is. Hey, what's up, outside? Bye, outside. Wow. I would hate to use VR while mounting this. So let's drag you all the way out here. I have a feeling you'll miss this place when you see where we're going next, though. Blessing to see these so hail. Wow, so we have like a whole group of people here for this raid. And actual main characters and main story too, that's rare. And really cool. I hope the desert creature didn't give you too much trouble on the way here. I doubt they posed any sort of challenge to her. Whether I could say the same with confidence about whatever theme may be waiting for us out there. Even if the light that Rin sends turns out to be nothing of consequence, the empty is hardly the most welcoming of places. Anything that could survive out there is not to be trifled with. Moreover, it should be reiterated that the light-blasted wasteland poses as severe a threat as any foe we might face. In any event, we are in agreement that this phenomenon doth warrant investigation. Though for lack of more precise means of navigation, we must needs rely on Rin's innate abilities to guide us. I have formed several hypotheses regarding the nature of the light, but speculation is a poor substitute for first-hand observation. Right. Oh, I know that now. There will be plenty of time for us to talk about it on the way. Is the Sky Sleeper ready, Tancred? ready to take us wherever we need to go, back again too, maybe, if we ask it nicely. Though the light has been expunged from Northront, the ambient ether of the empty is still corrupted. Dangerously so, in fact. The flood of light devastated everything in its wake. The soil, the air, the water, all rendered incapable of supporting life. It is due to this imbalance that the empty remains utterly uninhabitable, even a century thereafter. That's why we're taking every possible precaution. Between the etherometers I've packed and Green's unique abilities, you should be able to detect any measure of and measure any fluctuations in our alignments. According to Crystarium scouts, a few days out there won't affect us to a noticeable degree, but much longer than that, and we risk becoming Sin Eaters. Since we still don't know how Chocobos and Amaro will fare in the empty, we opted for a more mechanical mode of transportation. This comes courtesy of the researchers at NIN, who found it in the Crystal Tower and restores it to working order. Cool. So you're saying that the Ironworks used this? Long ago? It's quite safe, I promise. The person in charge said he'll have parts delivered from the Crystarium should anything break. He seemed quite eager to see what we bring back from the empty, even though I told him we're not hunting for treasure. I'll introduce you if we have a chance to stop by Mortsuk at some point. Anyway, I think that covers everything. When you're ready to leave, just say the word. Well then, shall we? Depart for the empty. This thing is actually pretty fast, wow. Awesome. Your hair is creeping through the chair, Green. For a name like the empty, I wasn't expecting much in the way of pleasant scenery, but this is downright depressing. To look on the land swallowed by the flood with my own eyes is a chilling sight indeed. Approximately 9/10 of this world is this, a slate all but wiped clean. Were it not for the warriors of darkness in the field. Green, are you sure we're heading the right direction? Yes, I'm certain. There's no telling how far away it is though. Looking forward, but keep going though. You two back there may as well take a nap. I have a feeling we've a good few miles ahead of us. My hair is looking through the chat too. I have to say, it's a touch larger than I was expecting. And is it sleeping? Oh, that's the thing that showed up in the post-credits. Northront, the empty. No, it's waking up. I don't like the sound of that. Is it the Light Warden? No, I don't think so. Instead of being filled with light, it is light. The first Sin Eater. Oh. Long have I strived to unravel the mystery surrounding the flood of light, to discover what set a terrible cataclysm in motion. Every thread led to the same conclusion, the same single point, or single being. I have the reason to believe that the entity we see before us is the first Sin Eater, the instigator of the flood, the very foe Minfilia vanquished a century ago. She gave everything she had and won. But this abomination could undo her work. Aye, the possibility cannot be denied. Though it is oft said that destruction and creation are but two sides of the same coin. Rin, knowest thou of what I speak? The power to shape reality, to bend the laws of nature. For what was once shattered may be forged anew. Yes, that is what he said. That's all well and good, but don't you think we should give it a name first? Should we? Eden. Really, Eden? Of all things. Utopia in Fae. Really? A most auspicious title. Sure, I guess. It's thematic. Now that that's settled, perhaps we should find a spot to set up camp. I even brought a couple of tents on the off chance, but pitching the damn things is something of a fine art. Does anyone fancy helping me? I know your pain, thank God, I know your pain. With pitching tents, I know your pain. I never realized that putting tents up could be such a bother. Still, I'm glad that we got there in the end. Okay, these tents are really massive. So yeah, I can see how they could be a pain. I was not expecting this kind of music. Sounds like music that I would hear in Holoska from Sonic Unleashed or something. Tancred should be back from scouting the area soon. Once he's here, we can plan our next move. And I'm realizing now that I could have definitely very easily done one of the other job quests for sure. During the course of your investigation, you may discover valuable artifacts. These can be exchanged for equipment. Oh, okay. Not run to the empty. Wait, what? Okay, never mind. I already saw that a dungeon or something called the Grand Cosmos. That's enough for me. I've already seen enough. This looks really cool though. Whoa. Plus 8, okay. I wonder what's taking Tancred so long. Ah, there he is. Well, that was rather uneventful, not that I'm complaining. Did you find anything? No, thankfully. There's not but barren plains in every direction. Apart from Eden, obviously. I tried approaching it and the brute didn't even seem to notice me. I thought it best not to tempt fate, so I withdrew. I should act now before it's fully awake. Meaning what, exactly? When I think about the flood of light, I get the feeling that rather than destroying everything in its path, what it actually did was stop the flow of ether. Of course, that meant that all of the plants, animals, and people here could no longer survive. They must have crumbled to dust in the years since. But the ether is still here, lying dormant. If Eden is the one that caused it, maybe it can get it flowing again. I don't know for certain, but I think I can use Eden to bring life back to the empty. Now hold on a moment, what makes you think that's even possible? How do you expect to control that kind of power? Rin's aspirations may not be as preposterous as thou dost surmise. I believe Minfilia halted the flood of light's advance not by destroying Eden, but by silencing it. And in so doing, she hath gifted us an opportunity too precious to waste. Even now the flame of hope burns on. An opportunity to make everything better, but also an opportunity to destroy everything. That bodes well. Aye, as Minfilia's successor, it standeth to reason that Rin doth possess the means to exert her will over Eden. But such a monumental task is not to be taken lightly. What sayest thou, Juliana? I imagine this is easier said than done. Yes, you're probably right, but I have to try. Very well, Rin. You've made up your mind. So, how should we go about this? I have an idea. I've been studying it carefully ever since we arrived. It seems to me that the light is more concentrated at a certain point. I suppose you could call it the core. The giant Talos had a core too, like a beating heart. It controlled the flow of ether. If Eden's core is the same, perhaps we could use it to restore the etheric balance. The theory is certainly sound. By employing Ethernet shards as beacons, mayhap we could trace the ethereal flow to Eden's core, in so doing secure the means to teleport to the very heart of the beast. Thankfully, the Settlement Council has kindly furnished us with a plethora of apparatus by which to perform such feats. However, we must needs first have Rin study the entity's interior and chart us a suitable course. Once we have reached our destination, I shall fabricate a means by which you may directly communicate with Eden, and mayhap exert a measure of control over it. You can really do that, Urian J? All credit is due to a dear friend, a gentle soul long since departed who imparted to me a wealth of knowledge concerning etherology, Moonbreather. Although I am certain she would be all too quick to chastise my methodology. Excuse me for interrupting this trip down memory lane, but I don't imagine that Eden will be too happy about us rummaging around in its innards, for want of a better term. In all seriousness though, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some sort of welcoming party arranged for intruders. Perhaps you had best lead the way, Juliana? It's true that she's the only one who can fight a Light Warden, but I'd rather not rely on her any more than we have to. Yes, I haven't forgotten what happened when she absorbed too much light, but as Alice said, making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. Now, I wish I could put down wardens myself, but the simple fact is I can't. And there's no point pretending I can. That's why I'm asking Joriana. You can still join me, you know, and then when it's defeated, I'll just be like 10 steps ahead of you, and you're like all the way back there, so you don't get all the light. Simple as. Then perhaps I could. You already have a job to do, remember? The only reason this plan even has a chance of success is because of your involvement. We need you to concentrate on the task at hand and guide us to the core. Not only that, you'll have to keep an eye on Eden itself. If we somehow manage to make it angry, get us out of there. Are you sure you want to go through with this? This is what I do best. I went from a very serious expression to a very relaxed and happy one. I won't let you down. Though we will remain here, Rin and I shall do our utmost to guide thee along the ethereal stream. After thou hast breached the exterior, we shall remain in contact via these link pearls, courtesy of our comrades in the Crystarium. Being relics salvaged from the Crystal Tower, I fear they may be somewhat less reliable than those to which thou art accustomed. And then normal raid unlocks, or a dungeon unlocked. Eden's Gate Resurrection. And the queue for the Nier raid still hasn't popped. 2 hours. Wow. Yep, normal raids. I guess we can go ahead and do the monk one. Oh wait, it's not here, it's in Ula, I forgot. Ah, Julian, excellent timing. I have a request to ask of you. Worry not, it is a simple task that shan't overburden your simple mind. In no small part due to your valor, our amigo has won free of imperial tyranny, but something is afoot that gives me cause for concern. Not long ago, a soldier of the Resistance came asking after Withergelt's whereabouts. As you know, the buffoon was once a captain of the Resistance, and he had gathered under him like-minded men and women who burdened with an all-consuming hatred for the Empire. While the inquiry may have been completely innocuous, we cannot discount the possibility that there are those who burn with hatred still, who mean to drag Withergelt back on the path of vengeance. Though the Withergelt as we know him now would not lend such talk an ear, he may not be given a choice. But as eternally, I want you to find... Oh my god. No, it's not a coincidence, Skin. You were sent by Yoko Taro himself. Well, this is familiar.
Thank you all for joining us on the Attic today. It is our mistake to attend first time on the Tabino Andy as you would itadakimasu.
About it, there is no actual meaning behind anything machines do. Right. It's locked. Need to destroy the obstructing consciousness from inside the network. I mean, just woke up, but somehow more tired than before. By for like 2 hours, I'm suffering. That's because I've been waiting for the queue. If I hadn't been waiting for the queue all those 2 hours, you wouldn't be suffering so much. Yoko Taro will pay for this. The network is a place? Towers network. Oh. Damn, Yoko Taro. Oh, wow. So we're using this place as well. That's awesome. To live is to know loneliness. To live is to know love. I'll live as many times as it takes. I'll die as many times as it takes. To know, to know, to know. To live, die, and know. Oh! Emil! I recognize the music immediately. How am I hitting him from all the way over here, by the way? Okay, I'm sure. He's seeking face. Oh, spheroids. I read that as a steroid at first. I'm going to assume I'm safe, I don't know. Never mind, no, I'm not. That went well. Actually went really well. Now I would like to know why Emil's Dean played for that guy.
This tower fighting versus attack. Here you will experience on the process. Fighting with the other cannon.
Here you will experience something? Alright, what awesome music will you grace us with next? You're home. No, I don't want to be alone. There's a way though. Oh, Enzo and Reto. Oh! What am I doing? No. No, no. What am I doing wrong? This? Should I attack this guy? For the sweet? Okay, I got it. The reckon was like, whoa, you are the famous guys who didn't die with me because of the same mistake. You almost died here. Yeah. Alright, awesome. That one took a bit though. Awesome. Okay, so far so good. I haven't died yet. That one was close though. We're in, let's go. Don't waste time trying to understand. We're here to kill the enemy, that's all. Did he say kings? Well done. Here we go again. Attacking 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. Oh, right. Because of there are so many player names, I can't even see the thing. I was ready to mock 9S. This ruined me. You'll never eliminate this. Oh, the red girl. Wait, sorry. Cat. Okay. The cat was in front of the monitor. Okay. I'm back in action. Kinda. All the way back here though. Distract, focus on the mission. Well, I know what to do. Oh, the red girl. Okay. Sure. Get paid by your guitar to be a terrorist. Sound of the end. Oh, wait, is this the sound of the end? I think it is. It's totally the sound of the end, I think. The music. Okay, what is going on? I'm so confused about this battle. What is going on? We create meteor? What? What are we supposed to do about that? Fine. You made that way after all. Indeed. What's wrong with that? Oh, that was freaky. Oh, hi. Watch as the world falls through here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I get it now. I get it now, I think. I need to switch between the colors. Oh, she. Oh, wow, okay. The red is an instant death. Gotcha. This is really overwhelming, Jesus. Oh wait, I'm dead. Yep. I couldn't really get... Oh wait, I could have used Thunderclap, duh. Oh well. I only just now realized I could use Thunderclap. Man, okay. Welcome to Clever, but we've had just about enough. Yeah, the color of the meteor, because it was a different color, it went through it or something. I think, anyway. Oh. Oh. Oh well, it was going well. And I think I still did good. We're visitor planning, we need to stop. Stop before it's too late. I'm aware. Says to me. Oh, the elevator. This goes all the way up. Cool, right? Oh, really? I took a screenshot the moment the camera shook. Probably didn't even click at all. Why do they have such massive hitboxes? stunning on this thing. Oh. Aren't in this thing, yeah. Touch the lights. Did you have fun? Is that it? You're not picking up any more hostiles. Everyone alright? Just barely. Note what happens when skill creation is destroyed. Do I? Oh, the end. Is that what I think it is? What will it take for these things to die and stay dead? Possessed by disease? Yes. Oh, the freaking smile. I hate that smile. No, stop them! The freaking creepy smile. You didn't take me near possible, exactly. That is a... Is that what I think it is? I think is it the false idol? Or she can't get out? That's funny. That's a seed of destruction, right? Okay, that is already checking everything. This is gonna be tough, isn't it? That's such a massive hitbox too. Even bigger than usual. Wait, everyone's going that way? Okay. How do I know? Oh, it's the way the wheel is turning. Okay, gotcha. Why did I? Oh, okay. Oh, it's falling. And that was the wrong thing. Alcohol is partly normal. Yeah, it's super rare. It's actually super rare. I can believe it. Oh! What do I do? Where? Oh, Shinjuku. Oh, that's the sun gravy. 2003 Shinjuku. Oh, the bells. Oh, the bells. The bells. The bells. No. Oh, the bells. Hi, Grimo. How are you doing? I'm having a panic attack over the bells. Wait, what? Oh my god. I'm not gonna stretch right now. What has a time? Okay. Is that Kaine? It's Kaine. Am I gonna get hit by train? Can I suplex it? Oh, it's not like he was in fucking boss. Exactly. Oh my god, Kaine, what are you doing here? I thought we were Gucci. No, again. I meant to click on one, not two. I'm so bad. I'm doing really bad. But which way were they? Oh no, they were just going. Oh! I got that just in time, I didn't even see it. Thank you, positionals, you saved my life. I see where this is going. I see where this is going. Yep. Oh, I hate you. I despise you, but love you at the same time. People are going over there? Oh. Oh, I knew it could fall off. Again? Hopefully that wasn't too soon. Oh. Deus et Machina. It's cool. I think there's already an achievement called Deus Ex Machina. Oh, only died once, yay! And it's one that I even saw coming, to be honest, but still, cool. Whew. And now after this, I'm gonna watch a lore video about this, about what the heck just happened. Oh, I got a card. And I got that too. And I got that too. Oh, I got a Teleporth? Oh, wow. Nice. Sound of Gate and 8-bit orchestrion. Cool. What happened? Good question. Nah, it's fine. It was awesome, so I don't care. They even referenced Drakengard 1 and all with those mechanics. I can't wait to keep opening. I'm gonna stretch now, by the way. Back me up here to be. What are you doing? I'll help you. From the other side. Oh, Riku. Take care of Kono. Yeah, take care of Kairi. I've heard that before. I'm sorry. They even start with the same letter and everything. Bleh, I'm dead. To be honest, I thought that the whole 2B or 9S glams would come from the dungeon. Are they quest rewards instead? Alert! Unit 2B and 9S vital systems offline. Save data found in memory regions. Initiating playback. This is Yorha Unit 2B recording. We discovered that our enemies, the white-clothed androids, the tower, that colossal girl, came from that white orb, as did 9S and I. It's a gate between worlds, and its purpose is to destroy this one. Yeah, Drakengard dealt with a faction that liked to do that too. As long as 9S and I are on this side, it can never be closed. We have to go. But we'll save the memories of our reunion, and of the time we spent in this world with you. Some things are just too precious to lose. The guns dropped from Copied Factory. Oh, I didn't even get to see them. I didn't even see them at all from the loot. Alright then. So, thank you. Playback ended. Wow, that scared the shit out of me, Hope. The tower just up and disappeared. It sort of folded in on itself, in the blink of an eye. Gotta see that you're safe, though. Yeah, possessed by disease, let's go. I like that one. It takes a village. Okay, they always drop from the last boss. They are a coffer instead of actual gear, as they are level 1 outfits. Oh, they always drop from that last boss? But I didn't get it. Did I? I didn't get that coffer though? I went through Copied Factory. Like, I didn't save it. No, this isn't it. I didn't save it here. Oh, but it's still part of the loot thing. Okay. Okay, that guy was in my party. So, what happened in there? Number 2, type B material storage crate. Okay. Well, I won't pretend I understood half of that. Can't say metaphysics is my area of expertise. Still, I knew that those androids in white and their weird orb were trouble. It's interesting that the Warrior of White just completely understood everything and can explain it in detail. Or at least that's what this is implying. The Warrior of White knows about metaphysics. Did the Warrior of White get a PhD in like physics and everything? Is the Warrior of White the Final Fantasy XIV version of Gordon Freeman or something like that? That would be funny. And you're saying that you gave him what for, so they won't be coming back. Which is good, right? I'd say so. Glad to hear it. Thanks for risking your neck for us. Where's Anog though? And your android friends for that matter. Seems like they should have come back with you. I'm sorry. No, but why? She likes Kingdom Hearts, I'm afraid. It just don't seem fair. I was holding out hope, you know. Everyone would be fine and life would go back to normal. I should have known better, sure, but... someone will need to tell the villagers. Again. As for Konog, can you speak with him? I managed to talk him out of running back in there as soon as he woke up, but this... it might be better coming from you. Or maybe I'm just a coward. Both things aren't mutually exclusive, and that's okay. Bye-bye. I'm a little afraid of the copied factory, to be honest. It's the one that I died the most in, even though it was the very first one. Interesting how that works out. I think I died less and less, right? I think in the first one I died like 5 or 6 times, then in the second one I died maybe 2 or 3 times. And then in the last one here I only died once. And even then I saw it coming and I could have saved myself. I just forgot that the thunderclap is a thing that I can use for party members and not just bosses. You're back, but where's everyone else? I died most to the third one and none to the first, and when I went through them. Man, the first one just kicked me so hard and spat on me. Like the second to last boss and the last boss just wiped the floor with me so much. I got carried so hard. But all the other bosses that came before those two, I was fine. Like I was doing awesome. I was doing amazing. But those last 2 bosses just kicked me hard. They kicked me in the face. The kicker became the kicked. And so in Gretel I died like 3 times too. And I died 0. Let's go. I'm glad that I realized that hitting them with the shield on was the thing that was killing me. If I hadn't realized that, I would have died. I didn't realize about the directional shields. Yeah. It took me a second, but I got there. No, she can't be gone. She wouldn't live in forever. Because if she did, there'd be no one left who... She left you something. It's specifically hitting them on the side with the shields. The side without the shield is fine, but that took me ages to get for some reason. Oh... I thought about that, but I didn't want to risk it, so anytime one got its shields up, I went to the next. I went to the other one. I didn't want to risk it. But okay, good to know. A letter from Anog? Konog, I've been to another world. I've seen it. What does she mean? The world, they're constructs? That's hardly a reason to run off on her own. She could have... I would have... I also got ran over by a train in the end, but that one is funny, so... yeah, that one is funny, so it's okay. And, hey, maybe you're colorblind. No, it happens. Maybe you just weren't looking at the traffic signs, or the boss was way too awesome and overwhelming to see it. Which I understand too, to be honest. I have something I need to do, so... The red girl boss though, like... I was really overwhelmed. I didn't know what was going on at first. It took me a while to get my bearings. It really did. That watch belongs to the chief's wife. I found it when I was clearing rubble earlier. It was broken, but I went ahead and fixed it. She'd probably like it back, so can you give it to the chief for me? Wouldn't they be happier if you delivered it yourself? I was going to the Final Fantasy main theme being remixed with Kynite, and I didn't pay attention. Is it? Wait, really? Is it? I didn't notice. I didn't notice the main theme at all. I just heard Kaine. I'll have to listen to it later then. I can't. I need to. Never mind, I'm sorry. I appreciate all that you've done for us. If only I was as strong as you are. Maybe someday. Aw. What I'm interested in, I got 2 cracks stellar clusters with these. Oh wait, material level 8? Okay, level 8 is a plus 24 one. Okay, it's useful. It's good. How did it go? Huh? Something for the missus? Wicked White, we thought this was gone for good. She'll be glad to have it back. It's all she has left of her parents. Why didn't Kono come in person though? He must know we'd want to thank him. No, not him too. It seems that you once again have cause to comfort a distraught dwarf. PD! The peak of femininity right here. And he's gone. He left a letter of farewell. He's gone. Wish I could have done something. Anything. We've lost them both. It's our own fault. We drove them to this. This can't be right. What do you plan to do about it? What is right in the end? Not this. What? What do you plan to do about it? I get what you're doing. All philosophical and it's good writing and all, but I don't think it really applies to the situation. I don't know what I should do. I don't know how to make things right, but the villagers need to understand that we can't keep on like this. They might be better listeners now that they don't have to live in fear anymore. If they can't believe that's the case, that is, would you mind sticking around? It'll seem more credible coming from the both of us. Jesus Christ. I'm here for as long as you need me. I waited 2 hours for that queue, it's fine. I'm patient. I knew you would be. You're always willing to do what needs doing. I'm ready to do my part too. Wait here. Or actually, unless the pay is like an extra month as to sub to the game. As recompense for Yoko Taro not destroying a server. That is. Now that you're all here, I have an important announcement. Juliana has put an end to those machines and their plot. That means the danger's past, but more importantly, that it's time we look to the future. We need to come together. Hold your iron frogs. Even if those things are gone, this ain't over. The culprit needs to be brought to justice. How can you expect people to move forward if we don't set an example? That's right. We want to see consequences, death, mutilation. Jesus. By the 12. Do you really? We need to talk them down, or we'll never get anywhere with this. Bloodthirsty bastards. Idiots, the lot of you. I only need to do what Clark said, right? Then he won't blame me, and whatever happens, it won't be my fault. You think that will protect you? Won't it? I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything. The sooner we do away with the culprit, the sooner we can all relax. You know I'm right, Clark thinks so too. Change your tune if the finger were pointed at you. The blame could just as easily fall on someone you love. Huh, that boy won't work on me. I don't have anyone to worry about. No family, no friends, no lovers. I don't have anyone. All we need is 1 or 2 people to take the blame, and the rest of us can get back to our normal lives. Will be their life by destroying others? Are you planning to volunteer? Why should I? I've done nothing wrong. No, not a single thing. Justice should be swift and decisive, I say. Nothing so satisfying as the headman's axe coming down. Justice isn't about personal satisfaction. And if it comes down on the wrong person, at least we will be able to put this mess behind us. Forget the whole thing. I can't think about it anymore. I just can't. That one is messed up. The most prudent course is to cooperate with Clag and rid the village of the guilty party. Then everything will be as it was. But the guilty party it's not here anymore. They're gone. It's like people being exiled in your own culture. Come on. Will it? Is it really prudent to follow harm with cruelty? If it weren't, Glag wouldn't have suggested it. He's the elder, he knows how these things work. If not, then... No, don't be ridiculous. Well, they've settled down a bit, at least. Thanks for that. Still sober, eh? Now ask, what do you reckon we should do? Stop this before it's too late. Whatever doesn't involve me hearing everyone's opinions again. Sorry, you can see me now without the VTuber model, but I just rolled my eyes so hard. How should I know better than any of you? Okay, it's simple, but it's the only one. That's actually somewhat right. Maybe the outsider's right. We'll never agree on who should take the blame for the attack. Which means the real problem is Glag. I did feel a lot more confident before he started telling us to listen to other perspectives. He's trying to turn us against each other, but he's the elder here. Shouldn't he have seen our village's fiery destruction by skybound machines coming? He's not omniscient. What? No. No one could have foreseen this. No matter how wise they are or how hard they try, no one's right every time. We've all made mistakes here, believe me. Anna, Gunnar, Glag, the whole lot of you, and me, all of us. We failed each other. Alas, there he goes again. Are my ears going, or am I being insulted to the left and right? If doing nothing is just as wrong, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad to make my own choices. Now what? You make a mistake? Never. Well, don't let him get away. Gee, you're still not doing anything. Now that's just cowardly. Yeah, you're not doing anything. Tell me how that's not worse. Well, sorry you had to see that, Ho. I may not be cut out for public speaking. I won't give up on putting Comrade back together, though, in whatever way I can. I don't know what we should have done, but there's nothing for it but to try and do better, day by day, moment by moment. Need some help with that? Of course you do. Jesus Christ. Is this what they call a personality? This sucks. I'm joking, by the way. A lot of people online, you'll notice that only when a character like starts getting mean do they say that finally the character has personality. When being mean or like all that is not having a personality, it's just being mean. I admit, I feel better knowing you'll be around. Pardon me. I was thinking about what you said, and I realized I probably haven't been the most helpful. I'm choosing to try harder from now on. So if you need another pair of hands, you're more than welcome to join us. Though I'd say we're all past due for a little breather. After all that's happened. Take a rest, Chief's orders. Understood. I'll be just over there then, with my thoughts. Yes, not a problem. Oh. Don't let that stay too long. I've had many sleepless nights. I've had many sleepless nights when I wasn't able to fall asleep quick enough before the thoughts took over. Personality is when I am annoying. Red user. Yes. He's a little odd, but he's got a spirit. I look forward to putting the both of you to work. At your earliest convenience, of course. You're not a society quest, are you? If not, then I'm probably never coming here ever again unless you have a side quest. There you go, you have a side quest. I'm coming over here again. Camera wasn't built in a time. Well, thanks again for offering to help us rebuild our village, Ho. So, are you rested and ready to begin the work? Not just yet, I still have worlds to save and packages to deliver. Packages. There's no time like the present. Wonderful. I can't tell you how reassuring it is to have you with us. Now, to begin with, we need to discuss how we're going to tackle our task. If you could join our nervous friend over there, I'll be along after I see to some preparation. Oi, scum! I didn't scum doom! Oh, it's just you. Sorry, force of habit. So, is it time? To rebuild, that is, not for doom. Everyone's here. Good. Let's get right to it. I have an idea that I want to run by the two of you. In order to rebuild, we're going to need lots of supplies and willing hands, neither of which we have a whole heap of at the moment. But then I thought, what if we availed ourselves of the technology used by the machines? With the wealth of parts they left behind, we have all the materials we need to rebuild and upgrade our automata to do the work. Not only would it be practical, since we'd be using the force behind our destruction for our salvation, it's also poetic. Indeed. For your part in this, Oriana, I'd ask you to venture into the tunnels and gather those items what might be useful. Alright then. Whatever you find, you can bring to our friend here. We'll examine the objects to see how they might be put to use. And that's about it. So, what do you think? I wasn't paying attention. Sounds like a plan. Good, good. With this, the rebuilding can finally commence. We'll prove to everyone that you can't keep us dwarves down, except maybe with copious amount of grog. That's been an issue historically. Well, I'd best be getting back to my post. Without someone breathing down their necks, our miners are liable to stand around with their thumbs up their arses. If you have any questions, you can direct them at our friend here. Between you and me, we're probably doomed to fail, but if it's going to happen anyway, there's no point in delaying it. That's to say, if you're ready to begin, then so am I. A weekly quest which continues the story is now available from the doomsaying dwarf in Comra. Oh! It is kind of a society quest, so that's why they had a society quest team playing. Now welcome to what I hate the most to finish the quest line, and therefore get it in the New Game Plus menu. It's to 6 weekly locked quests. Taro did this, but I can't prove it. He totally did. All that grind is not cool. Let's see. I stood this one. Ready to go to our doom? Get to work, are you? Good, good. As per the chief's instructions, your task is to gather items the machines left behind that might prove useful for rebuilding our village. Do you know any suitable places for this? Base deep in the tunnels, there is a ruined factory strewn with machina. Oh, that sounds perfectly forbidding. While you're out there searching, I'll get my tools ready for dismantling. I look forward to seeing the spoils of your foray. Okay, let's check this out at least once before I finish the end the stream anyway. And it's gonna take a while, isn't it? Wait, zone 1 is like the very beginning, isn't it? Yeah, zone 1 is here. Speedrunners would be jealous of me with all this movement tech. Oh, I can teleport there, but actually I'm pretty sure it would be faster this way. At least I think so. I'm actually not entirely sure if this is actually quicker or not. Well, drench my beard. I've never seen anything like this. It's not going to suddenly spring to life and strangle me, is it? No? Well, if you're sure, I'll set about studying it at once. Oh, I should mention that the chief was looking for you. Seems he has news to share. It's something dreadful, I shouldn't doubt. Oh, is it 6? Because it's for all the dwarves that were doubting before, that weren't doing anything. Wow, you'll never believe this, huh, Joriana? Something's arrived at the village for you, from Konog. It looks to be some kind of technological what's it. See this gold pattern here? Haven't the faintest how you'd read it though. This portable archive the Sabling is built should do the trick. I just think I'm evolved for the job. So you just leave this archive at it? Well, there you go. Feel free to check it at your leisure. You know, might be as Konog's up and left the village, but the fact that he's still keeping in touch, it gives me hope that he hasn't given up on us yet. So I'll keep doing what I can. I'll keep working to change this village into a place that Konog would want to return to. We've got lots of mountains to climb and it's going to take a lot of time. But bit by bit, and with your help, I'm sure we'll get there. Not. I'm getting proven right in my hypothesis that the EU servers just tend to be more rude than NA, than Fabregas's, but it makes sense for the data center with Britain. Wait, what happened though? What happened? Did something happen on Twitter or something? There's another player on Twitter, yeah, I thought so. Okay, collection. Let's see. Konog's messages. Dear Juliana, I hope this message finds you. I'm going on a journey to learn the secrets of the white spheres for myself. Maybe some of them will be of use to you. I'll keep a record, just in case. Yeah, alright. Ooh, okay. Another Doman Enclave, I see. In that case... Oh, and the music here changed to a Nier music instead of the society music. You didn't stun, not interject as possible in an ARR dungeon, so I'm gonna shout at you for it. What? But, was the boss... Did the cast... was the cast glowing? If the cast was glowing, then yeah, interject. But even then... Complaining about that is just whatever. In an A Realm Reborn dungeon? Who cares? Jurian, excellent timing. I have a request to ask of you. Worry not, it is a simple task that shan't overburden your simple mind. In no small part due to your valor, our amigo has won free of Imperial tyranny, But something is afoot that gives me cause for concern. Not long ago, a soldier of the Resistance came asking after Withergelt's whereabouts. I already read this, actually, hold on. The last time we saw Withergelt was in Alaganha. If he isn't there still, the villagers may at least be able to direct you to him. Go quickly, Juliana. It was specifically after a non-interjectable cast bar. Okay. About, not after. About. Okay. Oh, hey. You're that monk from before! Oh, the way you laid the corpse brigade low was just glorious. I want to become strong like you, so I went and joined the monkhood. Never once skipped training, I'm proud to say. Master Withergelt. As I spoke with him, he mentioned that he was trying to find Theobald. Fellow disappeared while under the healer's care. Someone saw him staggering out of the village in the early hours. He was headed west by the sound of it. Ah yes, I remember you, friend. Is there something you need? Master Withergelt. He's been traveling around Eorzea, spreading the teachings of the monkhood. Having such a hard time even thinking of a single boss in the Realm Report that needs you to low blow a boss so that other player was just an asshole and wrong. Which is the usual. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Like, in the Realm Reborn, you can just survive most bosses just fine. The problem comes with not having a lot of things in your hotbar. So because of that, it ends up being a little difficult sometimes. Sure, I guess. But like, just don't be an idiot. I don't know. It's just a Realm Reborn. I don't see the reason for them to be a jerk about it. Looking for him, you say? He's not here at the moment. He comes fairly often to train us. Though he's a hard teacher, he inspires hard work. Thanks to his guidance, I was able to burn my cloth. Killing Stone Vigil still scares me more than any level 100 non-savage content. Yeah, Stone Vigil, yeah, it highly depends on the tank you get. Unless you're Astrologian, then Astrologian is whatever. You have light speed as an Astrologian. Instant win. You don't care. So yeah, with Astrologian it's fine, but every other healer, yeah, it's a problem. It's very much a problem. As it truly makes everything better. I love Lightspeed. Lightspeed is my friend. It lets me cast spells while I walk, while I run. It's great. Wish I knew what to say at times like this. Having any non-astro healer in Dark Knight has so much less stuff than the other does. There's pain. Oof. Joriana, I did not expect to see you here. Hello. This grave. Know you who lies here? It is the man who called himself Theobald, my closest brother, Adri. We had brought him to Alaganha for healing, but he fled in spite of his wounds. He looked like a hunted man, so the witnesses say. I do not believe that. Audrey was not one to flee. Had used the corpse brigade. He knew they would come for him. Rather than wait, he went to them, and now he's gone. I wanted him to live, to stand at my side again. I should have done more. You tried your best to have him see the light, like you did for us. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. Much has happened with you too, sister, that much is plain. Come, let me hear your tale. A hunter who found his path. That is so vague. So, Ulrich chose to sever ties with his kin. A resolve to which I can relate. I too chose my own path. Spurn blood in favor of faith. Oh wait, I said before that you had to do the role quests to get the extra options in these quests, but you have to do the role quests anyway to progress the story. Oh, but I guess not all of them. So yeah, no, what I said before still stands. You don't need to do all of them, just one. So you can still do like a lot of these quests without doing the role quests before. Just like one of them. Like the physical DPS role quest, for example. Your part in this tale impresses me also. To do battle in a world flooded with light. Yet again I am reminded of your greatness. Ah, but my apologies, you have traveled far. Is there something you require? My take that would get me lynched by the community is that they should make all of them MSQ required. Same here, I agree. Same with the coils. Same with every single raid. Same with, okay, not every single side content, that's insane. Even for me, even as a joke, that would be insane. But yeah, like, the coils, I think they could be part of the main story for sure. These, all the role quests. Screw the people that only want to play as one job. What's free will? Only my free will counts. A soldier of the resistance seeks me? What could his purpose be? I don't think Coils, Alexander, Omega, and Eden should be required. Yeah, Alexander and Omega, for sure. Coils, yeah, for sure, I already said that. Eden, I don't know yet, I haven't started it. But you can see that I have the quest. I just won't have enough time to do it. I did that quest and even unlocked the first raid in Eden, like it's Eden Resurrection, during the time while I was waiting for the queue for Nier. I did so many of these final job quests and also like Eden, or rather unlocked Eden. I haven't actually done it. A soldier of the resistance seeks me. What could his purpose be? You don't suppose they're coming after those of Theodoric's line? It seems to me the resistance would be above such acts. Yet I can offer no alternate explanation. All part of Yoko Taro's dumb demon plan. Captain, has been a while, sir. Ew, has been a while indeed, but I am no one's captain. I have long left the resistance. It is a fun one, people still die to some of these a lot. Oh, that's fun, okay. Forgive me, sir, but old habits. It's hard to regard you as anything save my esteemed captain. If that is not your preference, Master Withergalt, may I ask you to accompany me to Rogger's Reach? There is a matter we wish to discuss with you. Is that so? Very well then, lead the way. Zenza, Ochaka, please wait here. I will return anon. Juliano, may I ask you to join me? You are well regarded in the resistance. Your presence will give me heart. Had a run last week where no one mitigated a raid wide and the entire party except me and the paladin were just standing there like, huh. Well, I guess that's that. Well, I guess that's it. Without further ado then, let's be away. No one mitigated a raid wide, wow. How am I supposed to mitigate a raid wide? Would it be with Riddle of Earth? Reduces damage taken by 20%. Should be the same as Fist of Earth, yeah. Although I suppose I think you're saying like everyone in the party, and not just like the healers. Faint and Riddle of Earth. Oh yeah, right, Faint. Oh my god, no! I'm falling into the trap. After so many years, I'm finally becoming a Final Fantasy XIV player, a true Final Fantasy XIV player. One who doesn't know that Faint exists. Huh? Sorry, hold on a second.